How's it going, boys? My name is LC, and welcome back to a brand new quick review. It's been a minute since I did one of these, but I figured if I'm going to dive into video essays in the future, I need to get back into the groove of writing scripts again. So today, we're talking about Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is a visual novel adventure that originally launched on the Game Boy Advance and has since made its way to pretty much every major platform out there, including the Nintendo Switch and PC. The game follows Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney who's constantly thrown into wild, dramatic murder cases. He will question witnesses, cross-examine suspects, and gather clues to solve these mysteries. And as someone who loves shows like True Detective and Better Call Saul, I knew this was a game I had to try. The story starts off relatively simple with a murder involving a blunt object. Nothing too out of the ordinary at first, but I like to call the first episode the calm before the storm, because once you get past that point, the narrative shifts into overdrive, and the stakes get way higher. The second episode is where things really get interesting. I won't spoil it, but by the time you're knee-deep into the later episodes, you're not just playing the game to pass the time, you're completely sucked in. Now let's talk about the characters, because they're a huge part of why this game works so well. Their designs are memorable, and each one has a distinct personality. For example, take Miles Edgeworth. His sharp, smug look says it all. He serves as a rival to Phoenix, and checks just about every box you could think of when it comes to being an obnoxious and arrogant opposition. Detective Gumshoe is another good character who seems hard to like at first, but as you get to know him, you start to see his flaws and you can't help but root for him despite his stupidity. All of the characters stand out in a way that makes the game feel alive and engaging, and unlike other games in a similar vein. In terms of gameplay, Ace Attorney keeps things fresh and interactive. You'll be examining crime scenes, gathering evidence, and interrogating witnesses. One of my favorite mechanics is the press action during cross-examination. When you press a witness, you dig deeper into their testimony, and when you really corner them, the music ramps up, signaling that you've got them on the ropes. There's something so satisfying about hearing that intense track kick in when you finally nailed someone's lie. And speaking of the music, the OST in this game is so good. Each track perfectly matches each scene, and each character has their own theme, making every scenario all the more impactful, even when things aren't so engaging. Whether you're in the middle of an intense trial or just in between cases, the music heightens everything, and it's got that classic Capcom vibe you'd expect to find in games like Mega Man X or Street Fighter 2. After only a short time playing, I can see why people love it. It's got a lot of charm, and if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. That's about it for today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you know of any other short games like this that you'd recommend I check out and review, drop them in the comments below. And lastly, have yourselves a damn good one.